We've all had this morning. You're standing in the quiet of the bathroom, staring at a face that hasn't moved an inch closer to the life you actually want. You look back at the last month or the last year, and they've begun to bleed together. Time is passing, but your progress has completely stalled. That gap, the distance between your massive ambitions and your actual daily output, creates a constant low-grade psychological friction that follows you everywhere. This recurring morning dissatisfaction identifies a specific behavioral disease. It is the visible evidence that your daily routine has become disconnected from your goals. To protect ourselves from the pain of that realization, our brains manufacture a false diagnosis. We create narratives that shift the blame away from our own choices. Most people settle on the most comforting excuse available: bad luck. It's the perfect mental escape hatch for someone who feels stuck. Blaming luck acts like a lead weight on the scale of victimhood. It instantly launches personal accountability out of the picture, allowing you to feel like a passive observer of your own life rather than the driver. As long as you believe the universe is conspiring against you, the actual mechanical habits destroying your potential remain hidden and protected. If we look past the excuse of luck, we find that outcomes are almost exclusively the result of tiny, repetitive micro-choices. This is the tomorrow trap. You tell yourself the gym, studying, and hard work will all begin the moment the sun comes up again. Success is a lagging measure. When intended action shifts right, results stay flat. Deferring tasks trains your brain to delay, building a heavy habit of inaction. This cumulative mass of avoided work becomes your default, actively pushing success out of reach. If you spend every day practicing the habit of waiting, you eventually become an expert at never starting. When you look in the mirror, you are seeing the physical record of your daily choices. It reflects your current worth and standing based entirely on what you did or didn't do over the last few hundred days. Just as small investments grow, small inactions compound. Every skipped session adds up, creating a massive deficit that pulls your potential downward. Repeating these choices daily forms a closed loop, building a system optimized to keep you exactly where you are. Facing this reality requires a level of courage most people avoid. It means looking at the data of your life without flinching or reaching for a new excuse. The reflection you see is simply the data of your habits made visible. Time doesn't care about your plans or your feelings of being stuck. The clock keeps ticking whether you decide to engage with your life or if you choose to stay paralyzed in the loop. If the underlying loop of your daily choices remains the same today, your results a year from now have already been determined. Picture yourself standing in front of that same mirror in 365 days. If nothing changes, you will be facing the same person with the same regrets, only 1 year older. Delaying your start doesn't just waste today, it ensures that your future remains a copy of your past. You cannot fix a reflection by cleaning the glass. You have to change the object standing in front of it. This requires a shift in focus. Stop waiting for the right time or better luck, and start attacking the micro-actions that make up your day. Real change happens in the moment you feel the urge to defer a task and choose to execute it anyway. You change the system by changing the reps. You'll be able to look in the mirror with pride only when you finally decide that tomorrow is no longer an option. True progress begins the moment you make today count.